Um, it's 3 a.m. Perfect time for recording. That's why I'm gonna whisper. So, today's video is Titanfall gameplay videos. Yeah, we're focusing on videos. So, what makes them good? That's basically the whole title. So, here's the introduction. I have nothing better to do than going on YouTube every 2 weeks and searching for Titanfall 2 videos using the upload date filter, hoping I could get some inspiration or an idea that I can explore in depth and add something new to it. Most, if not all, of the posts I see are gameplay videos or short game clips, which is to be expected. Some time ago, I even made a whole point on how cinematic Titanfall is by nature, so the recording of game clips is a result of that movie-like experience. I understand. But I do get annoyed scrolling for minutes on minutes in the sea of the same content. And saying all that, I have nothing against these types of videos. I myself like good Titanfall gameplay videos, mostly from players like James Bunny. Check him out, by the way. But this got me thinking, what makes a great Titanfall 2 gameplay video? In multiplayer, of course. If I can solve this question, maybe my own gameplay videos will be more interesting, and hopefully yours, the viewer watching. Well, first off, what do I mean by good? I mean many things, and the definition is flexible, so the following things I say don't have to be set in stone. One good trait a video can have is being sight-readable by a person not familiar with Titanfall. This in turn expands your audience reach from a few thousands of Titanfall players to, let's say, Apex players also. Now, what is considered sight-readable by a new player can vary, and I will have to make guesses on it from personal experience. I was also once new to Titanfall. I was introduced to it not through the multiplayer, where you battle pilots, but through the movement compilations like Monkey Sniper's Grapple compilation number 15 or something. And one thing those grapple compilations had in common was the slow-moving camera. One, I understood everything that was happening on screen and was mesmerized how each clip flowed from one to another, combined with some chill music in the background. And because of that, I bought Titanfall 2, and here I am now. So you get the point. Good sight readability is having smooth gameplay, both movement and aiming. And I think the sensitivity of your input device matters here. Having jittery movement and aim might be fun to play, but not fun to watch. So to fix this, we can lower the sensitivity or simply have less flicks in the gameplay. Here in the background, you'll see me try to follow the advice I just gave, with mixed results. I'm only showing you the highlights of the match. Most of the games I had were one-sided. Some days you just don't hit your shots, and that's okay. Ideally, I should have limited any unnecessary churning or flicking by keeping the enemy pilots in the center of my screen and predicting the future positions of pilots. By the way, this is a callback to my previous video. Check it out, by the way. Another characteristic of a good gameplay video is doing something unique. Whether it be an interesting playstyle, weapon of choice, great movement, or even doing something silly. You can do a lot of silly stuff in Titanfall. I can go on and on, but that's for later. Some examples that come to mind is the Flying Teacup's silent but deadly build, where he played with a low profile kit, suppressed weapons, and of course a cloak pilot. That video was silly, had an interesting weapon of choice, and the Teacup's interesting way to play the game. Some other things that can spice up your gameplay is commentary. Again, this includes the Flying Teacup, Iniquity, Reach, Lord 64-Man, and others like them are great examples of what I mean. I personally am not good at commentary, but I want to give it a try later. So, once you have your perfect footage that you want to show the world, you're still not done yet. The second half of the process of a good, enjoyable video is editing. Unless you're showing the whole match uncut, uncircumcised, you'll have to edit a little. This will mostly be cutting, trimming, and rearranging the clips. You have to get an intuition for cutting out the unnecessary information that the viewer might not care about. This is speaking from personal experience while editing. There were times where I was thinking, I can't cut this part out, the viewer has to experience everything that happened before the climax. As if the viewer would get the same feeling of excitement I had getting that sick double kill. It was later, once I published the video, I realized I forgot to trim off the fat. So, in short, train your own intuition for your editing style. Lastly, I feel like music can add a lot to a video, especially if the gameplay complements the music. This is up to your interpretation on how music can complement gameplay. And that's it for today. I know that this video is aimed at a very small group of people, but even so, if you had some experience of watching captivatingly good gameplay, what qualities did it have?
Domination.